The solar system, our home, vast, majestic, and peaceful. Think again. Once there was nothing here but a huge thin cloud of gas. How did we get from this to this?
When we look out there, we're really looking for our own origins, what happened to us.
Piecing together our system's history suggests a wildly chaotic birth.
It's almost like a planetary pinball game.
These are exquisitely violent events.
It's the ultimate survival story. The formation of our solar system. Throughout history, the heavens have inspired awe and wonder in human observers. Our ancestors watched the skies with amazement, imagining the power of the bright objects that we now call planets.
The fact is that for as long as there have been people, we've looked at the sky, we've looked at what we see there, we've asked the question, what's the connection between that and us?
The ancients erected standing stones, temples, and pyramids from which to predict cosmic events and to worship the gods in the sky. But the first telescopes revealed a universe unlike anything we could have imagined. We began to see what was really out there. Not gods, but planets, stars, immense clouds of gas. In 1755, German scientist and philosopher Immanuel Kant turned his attention to these huge clouds, or nebulae, and in the process came up with one of the first modern theories of how the solar system formed.
All of these beautiful clouds in interstellar space have turned out to be very important. It's where stars are born, it's where planets form.
Kant's key idea was that nebulae could collapse in and condense into planets and stars. It's known as the nebula theory. 250 years later, Kant's theories still help to explain the birth of our solar system. Today, new observations are revealing how the sun, planets, and moons of our solar system took shape. Scientists like Professor Jeff Hester are solving many of the long-standing mysteries of the formation process.
We now have answers to questions that people have asked themselves for as long as there have been people. And it changes the way that we think about ourselves.
Dr. Michelle Thaler is an astronomer working with NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope. It's the fourth and last satellite of NASA's Great Observatory program, and it gives scientists a totally new view of the universe.
What's happening now in astronomy is we're finally seeing the universe as it really is, not just as humans perceive it.
One way to establish how our solar system forms is to watch other distant systems take shape. But if Kant was right and new solar systems form deep within clouds of interstellar gas, we might never see this happening.
Our own senses, what the human eye can see, turns out not to be the whole story. There's so much more out there that the humans just don't have the capability to see naturally.
Objects emit infrared radiation. Infrared has a longer wavelength than visible light, so is not scattered by dust. Conventional telescopes that use visible light cannot see inside a dusty nebula, but infrared sensors on board Spitzer can. The same principle is used by firefighters.
This room is completely full of smoke. There is no way that you can see with your eyes or with a regular camera what's going on inside. So fire departments use infrared cameras to be able to see people inside a smoke-filled room and actually see the heat of a person's body. This is exactly how Spitzer works. Spitzer actually looks through these giant clouds of smoke and dust to see planets inside, just like these guys can find the people. Spitzer actually looks through these giant clouds of smoke and dust to see planets inside, just like these guys can find the people.